Hello, hello. I am back to do another video. Oh my goodness. So this video, um, I'm doing something that I think we all can relate to, right? Like we have, we do all these projects, and then we have all these leftovers, right? So every time the last week in organizing my studio and whatever. So in the last week or so, I've been just throwing stuff in this plastic bin. So this is kind of like last week's leftovers. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'll just pull this bin out every now and then, and I'll do a journal page or a project or something using these leftovers or things that I find in my stash that, I haven't seen or pulled out in a while or used, or things that I experiment with, or bits and bobs from projects, and I'll throw them in here, and I'll use them in another project. So I'm not completely constantly increasing my bits and bobs all the time. Like we're using our stuff, right? And it doesn't matter. Um, I have no plan in mind, completely no plan. I'm just throwing stuff in here, and then at the end of the week or a couple weeks, we have these leftovers. So today I pulled this. I got my journal. I pulled out the gesso, and in here, and I haven't used these in a while, but I love this. Um, this is a little case. I keep all my, um, as I've increased them over the years, and I've gotten some, like this just came from Gila the other day, and I love these, so I definitely want to use these. But this is my case of mark makers. Some I've made, some of them are older stamps that I've kept um, in here, and just different, you've got things like this that are like, you put in the bottom of your shelf so your cups and things don't slide. I just got different things in here between stamps and mark makers that I thought would be useful in this project. So I just pulled this out. I haven't used it in a while. I use this sometimes with the jelly plate too. So I thought I would mix this with that and make a page today for you guys. And I definitely want to use my stamps from Gila. Thank you, love. So that's what we're going to do. And whatever happens, happens. So, yeah, I'm going to, and this was on, oh, there's the handies, my little, it's not live, we're just recording right now, but she just want to stick her hands in and give you guys some love too. It's my little mini-me. So this was on the Happy Mail box, and I think I'm going to use this as my focal point. I love it. It was on my Happy Mail, so I'm going to use that as my focal point, and kind of go off the colors in here. So let's see, what can we use in these papers? Maybe that might go, and then maybe this one or this one. These came in a Happy Mail. I believe these came in a Happy Mail from uh, Norma, I think. May have been. I could be wrong. It's been a while. But so I think I'll use those. And this is a recent exploration for me on my first embossing. So I'll use that for some texture. Um, Maybe some of this lacy, not lace. Well, it looks like lace, but it's the outside edge of the doily that I used in a recent video. Um, some more background paper. Oh, these will be fun. These are skeleton leaves. Maybe we'll use some of those on there. Look, I have some more bits and bob from an old paper stencil. Um, so and maybe some book paper bits. Let's see. This is an old Joni die cut. Maybe that would be nice. Looks like we're going kind of not necessarily floral, but I you know, this is a rice paper bit. Maybe we can use the bottom of this or something. That's nice. More bits in here that I have. More paper. You guys know I love my book paper. I loved working with this paper. This was from a wrapping paper thing. Let's see. All right. I think I might have enough paper from here. I'm going to set this off to the side, and if I need more, then, oh, and start saving these of your packaging papers. Maybe we'll do something fun with those later. Not sure what I'm kind of formulating ideas for those. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. We'll start with this for our collaging elements, and I'm going to set this over to my side so I have it in case I want to dig in there some more. So this is what we're going to work with. And this is my journal that I've been working in, creating in. So let's go to the back here now and start working on the back. Let me get out my glue stick. I hope you guys are doing well. Where's my, oh, I need a new glue stick. That's why I used it. Hope you guys are doing well and staying healthy and staying out of trouble and everything like that. I don't know when you're going to see this video. Probably if you, I'm starting to record ahead, so I don't know when you're going to see which video. If there's something you want to see, by all means, or maybe not something, but maybe an idea, or you have an idea for a page or a project, like vintage or something like that, or whatever. Put those in the comments, or send me an email, or put it on my Facebook page or something like that. Don't be afraid to hit me up with ideas that you guys have. That'll be fun. Or if you guys want to challenge me with a project, that'll be fun. And I'm going to flip over one more to strengthen the page here. So we have 2 pages. Okay. Get this nice and gluey so the page stays nice and thick. Okay, all right, good. And then we're going to flip it really quick and glue a couple pages on this side together. Okay. And this just, I like to have, when I'm working in a thin journal, and I love the creamy texture of these pages, and they're also dot grid, but because they're so thin, I want to give them a little bit of, geez Louise, make them a little bit more sturdy. So I'm just gluing a couple together. All right. There's a little bit of sturdiness. Then when we start collaging, they'll get a little bit more. And I think I'm just going to use my glue stick to glue stuff down. And then we'll go over it with, I'll have to pull out my clear gesso. So I need my clip. Where's my clip? All right. Yeah, so we got to get some weight on this side. I think I'm going to leave this for kind of like a focal. Leave that for a focal. Well, I'm going to fussy cut her around, keep the oh my god, or OMG, and Happy Meal, and I'm going to kind of fussy cut around that, because she's our focal point. This can be, maybe we can put her in here or something. So we'll leave that. This down. This we'll use for like texture around her. Okay, so this is what we're working with. This can be texture and stuff. Definitely want to work in these papers. Okay, so I'm going to, let's just start gluing. That usually gets my thinking, or my, I don't, I don't plan my pages usually. I just pull out stuff and I start working. And then, it just starts, the ideas start forming in my head. Oh, you know what? Let me get some washi tape too. I want to make sure, I don't think I've been doing it. I have been gluing in the middle. Like this one has a piece of notebook paper there, or book paper there. I think I did some on this one too. I want to make sure I preserve my spine. Yeah, so let me get out. Let's see. Which one do I want to use? This one hasn't been open. That really won't go. So let's do that one. I'll do this one. Put some washi tape down the middle. I want to go shopping at the washi tape store. I can't wait. Oh, they've got some beautiful washi tape there. OMG. OMG. Do they have washi tape? All right. And if you're going to, if you're looking to go shopping there, check out Martha's channel and go to one of her recent videos. And she has a coupon code, coupon code for the washi tape store, where I think you can get 10% off or something like that. Yeah, check that out. We have washi tape now. That way. Oops. Make sure I'm recording. I am. Okay. I'm just going to kind of, I'm just going to start gluing. Okay. So I'd like to hear what you guys are working on your end. Or if you want to show me a picture, that would be great too. You can always share what you're working on my Facebook page, or if you post it on your own Facebook, you could always tag me. It's always fun to see what everybody's working on. And if you're not already on my Facebook page, the link is in the box, in my description box, so don't be shy to that doesn't feel sticky. Don't be shy and go and like and follow me on Facebook, my Muse and Art. And again, like I said, the link is in the description box below. All right, there we go. And I'm just kind of building. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of putting paper down. No plan or forethought. I'm just putting paper down wherever I think I want it, whatever looks interesting. Because these aren't all the same book pages. They have different tears and rips and things. So it makes it interesting for sure. And that's why sometimes I like working with different pieces like this, littler size pieces, because you get lots of different random textures later on. Okay, let's see. Do I like that? Do I want more? Down a little bit more, maybe. Something down the middle here. I have another little piece here. Oh, I don't like that one. I do kind of like this one, though. Kind of looks like a fish, don't it? Yep, it's a fish that lost its tail. Uh-oh. Poor Nemo. No, but okay. Now let's put some of this. Now this is kind of thin, what do you call it? Like scrapbook paper that came from a box, not a box, a pad. Yeah, a pad. That. And so it's not thick, and it's not terribly thin. I like the weight of it. And usually I would peel this down, but I think I want to add some substance to my page because I'm working in a thin paper page book. So that looks nice. Let's do maybe a little something here. Maybe corner to corner. Yeah. Let's do corner to corner. I don't know where this is going, but I like it so far. Don't be afraid to rip and tear and combine colors and patterns. When I first started Crafty, I was like, how do I was like, what do you mean combining patterns and textures? I didn't know how. I didn't understand that. I mean, I understood it, but I mean, I didn't know how to make it happen for me. And it didn't happen for me until I just let go and just started playing. So that's the best advice I can give you is just play. Just play with it, and yeah. I'm gonna over this. I got a plan for the rice paper though. That's okay. I think I want this here. Maybe I don't want that much. Okay. Maybe we'll put this over here. Yeah, like that. Okay. Okay. Maybe we'll put it here. Oh, that looks good too. All right. So that we still have a little bit more bits to go. I'm going to go away and fussy cut her so I can further kind of get an idea of what I want to do, and then I'll come back to you. Okay, I'm back. So I fussy cut this girl here, and the frame. So I was thinking something maybe like this. We put her kind of like in the frame, right? And then we had the skeleton leaves. So maybe we do something like this there, and then I'm just going to notice this has Christmas stuff all over it, but that's not, I don't care about that necessarily, but maybe we tear this and we put this as if it's boxes, sort of. And I can straighten out the edges if I want to, so it makes sense. make it a square. Like this. Okay. And another one. Okay. Maybe something like that. And then I can put the others. We can put other leaves, maybe like this. And the leaves are just really for interest and texture on the page, right? As in background or whatever. I don't know. You know, it's just something I'm thinking of. I need to go down the book. Okay. So, some things, no. What did I have? I have that. Okay, something like that. Oh, I need to cut that edge, huh? Need to cut that edge, Rona. All right. We have our boxes. We have some leaves on there. And then, you know, I can just, we'll do some mark making, and then I'll come in with maybe a little bit of watercolor. What do you think? I think I like it. It's simple. I don't know if I don't think I want to put any gesso. I think I just want to, I don't know. Maybe, no, I don't know. We'll think about it, but let's just put this down, and then we can put on, we can do, well, let me do some mark making before we put all this down. You know, we'll just put this over here, and because I know I wanted to use these circles, and I'm going to use my stamp pad. I'll get out my favorite stamp pad, and maybe, let's see, what other mark making tool should I pull out? We've got some circles. Oh, maybe, this is what I made. Oh, you know what? We can do gesso on these. We can do gesso circles. That's what we'll do. And then I'll just do some stamping with one of these. That's what we'll do. Let's see, which one do we like? I think I like this one. Okay, so let's do that. Let's stamp with this. Let me get out. Let's use my black. Do some black stamping. My scissors are out of the way so I don't cut myself. Just fold it in half. And you just see, and then you just little places. These homemade things, you get it on your hands, but homemade things are great for, you know, interesting, interesting and unique stamping that you can't replicate. You're the only one that has it. Well, maybe not, if they buy the same thing. But like I said, this is from, you know, the stuff you buy for the bottom of your drawers or cabinets for the non-stick, right? You can buy, maybe have pieces of wallpaper at home. Maybe you have, sometimes the bags or liners that come with like fruit or potatoes or something have like the knitted lining, you know, so you could always use that. Yeah. So, you know, there's always, I'm probably doing too much stamping, but might as well get the ghost off here. Okay. We don't know what's going to get covered up later. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. I like that. This is old school. This is, you know, if you're just starting out, you know, look around your house for what kind of stamping, you know, what kind of things can you make to put stamping marks on your pages. And don't be afraid to get dirty. Look, I'm already getting dirty. Okay, so there's that. And we didn't use, I don't think we're going to use the rice paper or the doily this time. And here's the rest of our bits. This is going to go back in the bin, you know, the leftover bin. So we're going to use that another time. All right. And then we said gesso. We're going to do gesso circles. Oh, yeah. I need my palette knife. Where is it? Huh. Okay. We don't need all that gesso, but okay. Get it into a circle. Get it into a circle. So your stamp can go in there, right? Gotta have something to stamp on, or it's got to be able to go in there. Okay. And then stamp. And you probably can't see it. But it's so you see it there. Actually, probably this is better. This cap is not. And that, yeah, this is, I'm just going to wash the stamp later. This is better for me, I think. I know I'm making a mess of my stamps. They can be washed. No worries. They can be washed. These are foam, so no need to panic. I don't think I'm going to do the big one because my surface is not that big. I probably could have grabbed out my craft mat, but I'm just being lazy. I'm just doing it this way. Okay. All right. And let's get one. And maybe I should put some, no, we got enough black going on. I was thinking about stamping in these in black, but I'm just going to leave them the gesso. There we go. Okay. All right. So that's that. Now that I've made a mess, and that's okay. Get the extra gesso off of here. And then I'm going to clean up my stamp, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Cover that so good. I kind of, dried all the gesso, and I have my image here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this, and we're going to put this corner to corner, and yeah. So we have some of it here, right? And then some of it over here. I don't know why, but I think I like that. Let me move this down a little bit more. Apparently I didn't did a very good job on that corner. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use clear gesso for that and for my girl and the rest of the elements. So let me do that really quick. You can see the process. I've got to order some more gesso. Yeah, I got to place an order. Oh, my DNA, my hair, or yeah, my hair, I think. Yeah, I gotta place my jar of gesso is getting low. I got to place an order. Oops, put this upside down. Don't do that. Let's put that so it's straight over here first. So make sure we get that nice and down. Let's clear gesso. I'll take it all the way over here. In the crevice. Oops. Fold it down. It's just cardstock because it's a die cut, so it's paper. It'll conform and it'll dry down like that. Okay, and then we'll that should hold our girl. And I took off the backing on her to thin her out a little bit too. I'm just going to hold her down for a minute. Make sure I got some good adhesion there. And then I'm just going to use some pressure around all her edges. So we make sure we get her nice and adhered. Oops. Sliding my book, and now I don't know why my allergies are not acting up. I haven't had an allergy issue in a couple months. This is not real thick, but it's awkward. So it's got a paper backing, so it should lay down. It's just going to take a minute. So I'm going to put that on there for a second. So it has something to help give it some pressure. Okay. So yeah, if it doesn't, as you're gluing, if you need something to pressurize your elements, don't be afraid to use your glue bottles. It is helpful. Let me turn this a little bit so I have better access to this corner for a second. Okay. Sure, I have it lined up really well. And just put down again. Put some pressure on it. It's made out of paper, so die cuts are easy to put in your journal. I love using die cuts. I don't do it too terribly often, but as I should or as I like, I love die cuts. And I recently, if you haven't been following me, I recently just got a die cut machine. OMG. Thank you, Mama Ron. I love you. As a gift. And now I just got to get some dies for it. I have a couple, but you know, I just got to get some more dies for it. But and then I was gifted some dies too by the lovely Teresa and Joni and Gigs. They all, yeah, my friends. And Tila too. So yeah, I have some wonderful, lovely friends who pitched in and sent me some die cuts. So that's wonderful. I didn't have much in the way of die cuts left. I have some from Joni that I've been keepsaking. Okay, so let's just let that be there for a minute. Let's see, how's this doing? Okay, let's put some more under here. And you know what? I'm going to have this 3D gloss gel on my desk. I'm going to grab some of this because this is really sticky stuff. And this will help glue this girl down really well. Because she's just not, the clear gesso, it really does not help. So, I mean, it's not that it doesn't help. It's not as sticky for thicker things. Yeah. So we'll just do that. That way she's down and I don't have to worry about her. We'll come back with some clear gesso to so she's not glossy, because this is glossy. Or maybe we'll like her glossy. I don't know. But right now, I just want to make sure that she's good and down, and I don't have to worry about her popping out. All right. Now, while that's doing that, I'll put this over there in case I need to get it. I don't think so. Let's go back to our clear gesso. Let's put on some of our leaves, shall we? I'm putting them spine down. Or maybe I'll put them spine up. You know what? Let's put them spine up. Gives us more texture. All right. Yeah. See, these are nice and thin. So the clear gesso is going to work beautifully. You can use clear gesso for your napkins and anything. It's great. It's great for adhering really thin stuff because it's so delicate, right? So that's why it worked for the die cut and the other thin papers. I usually do my work. Let's see. Spine up. I like that spine up. Something different. It'll give us more texture. This way, I use my leftovers. I'm sure you have lots of leftovers, and if you don't, pull out some paper, put some colors on it, figure out what kind of design you want on your page. You know, just play. Just, you know, draw something, doodle something, and make a page for yourself. You know, but if you're like me and you have been doing art for a while, and I just, like I said, all that stuff was pretty much the stuff I found as I was cleaning my studio space, and some of it was leftovers from projects I've been working on in the past couple weeks, and so it's really just last week's leftovers, and so I'm just going to do that periodically, or try once a week to do last week's leftovers and see what we come up with. Yeah. Because why not use them up? Why let them just sit there and fester and take up space when they can be used in a beautiful journal page? Make sure I'm still recording. What if I wasn't recording? That would be terrible. It would be weird for you guys to come back and see all this done. Okay, so that's done. Okay, now I'm just going to kind of let me dry this. I'm just going to I want to dry this and come back and see if she needs something. Yeah. But the rest of this should be fine. It has clear gesso on it. I'm probably going to use my inexpensive Arteza gouache on this page. But you can use any kind of watercolor if you have, you know, the Crayola or whatever brand you have. It does not matter. There. Sure, it's in the crease, okay? And I'm going to go away and dry this, and I will be right back. Okay? Okay, so everything is pretty much, it's dry. It's pretty much dry. So I'm gonna go around just add a little bit of color. I pulled out, like I said, my inexpensive artisan gouache. They're really affordable. I have the full 60 set. Give them a little bit of spritz of water, and I have an extra water jar over here. And let's see. Which blue do I want? Maybe this one. Oh wait, I have it upside down. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe that one. Let's try that one. That's this one right here. It's a really pretty blue. And if you've not worked with gouache before, it's an opaque watercolor. It acts and works just like watercolor because it is. It just has, most of it's made with white. That makes it opaque. Yeah. So we're just going to get some of that out. Yeah. All right. And I'm just going to hold my page, and I'm just going to kind of go around, make sure that's the color I want. Yeah. Let's give a little bit of water. Ooh, that's a lot of water, but that's okay. I'm just going to kind of help it a little bit. Like how it's going in between the leaves. Let me get my spray bottle. My little one, has it got water in it? Oh no, it doesn't got water in it. I'm gonna have to put some water in it. Each of my spray bottles sprays differently. So there we go. Yeah. Like that. I'll come in here a little bit. Let's go down here in this corner. Do the same thing. Yep. Let's turn it around so you guys can see it better. I'll let it kind of just drip there a little bit. Okay. And I think I'm gonna let this one drip this way. A little bit. I'm a big fan of drippage. Splatters not so much, but drippage yes. You just tilt your book and let it do what it wants to do. The water carry the watercolor. Because watercolor is only going to go where it follows the water. So if you know, wherever it's wet is where the watercolor is going to go. And if you, you know, and while I have wetness over here, my direction of flow, because of where I have the book pointed, is also helping it go where I want it to go. But if I have it laying flat, the watercolor is going to go, and so I even have a little bit going that way, which is fine. Because again, it follows the water. That settle out there a little bit. Okay. There we go. Get some more drippers going on. Oops, you can't see. Sorry about that. But you guys get the idea. And then I will I'll do some more fun stuff here in a second. I just want to get a little bit of flow on my page. All right. Again, bring it up a little bit. Okay. Now what do I want to do? Let's add I want to add like oh yes, let's add this color. Let's add that color. It matches. It's going to go with the washi tape. So I'm just going to kind of go around here a little bit. I like how these two colors look together. I'm just going to kind of let them do what they want to do together. Let that dry. More of this color. I actually really like this color. You can tell that I've used it a few times. It's just a really lovely, kind of like a brick red, but it's not. It's more muted. So I'm going to spray first here in this corner, and I'm just going to touch my brush. I don't want a lot of flow. I just want little bits. Let's be soft and patchy. Nothing real dramatic. Just a little bit to bring the color elsewhere in the page. Just a little bit. Oh, I forgot to wet this first. That does help. Real soft. Just a little bit to soft. Okay. A little bit over here. I'm going to probably, all right, now let's dry this and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've dried that and now I'm going to go back to that color and I'm going to get, I almost want the color straight from a really intense, and I'm just going to kind of go along the edges here of the pack. These are kind of like box, you know, these are the packages per se. And we will, I'll fade these out in a second. Just want to get a nice strong edge on these. We can see them. And I'm not using an expensive brush. You can get these brushes at Jerry's Artarama. They're really expensive. This is a house brand, Soho, I think. Yeah, Soho. This is a round number 8. Oops. Went off the grid there a lot. That's okay. Alright, so now I'm going to take my brush, clean it off, dab it a little bit, and now I'm just going to kind of lighten, you know, fade out that line just a little bit. just kind of softens it. Gives it shading, but softens it at the same time. There we go. It's not so harsh. Down a little bit. All right, I like that. A little bit here. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to be better about my clanging on my glass. Well, not really clanging on the glass, but clanging the two glasses together when I rinse my brush. I know some of you have noise issues, so I'm trying to be conscious of that. Now I'm just kind of bringing in a little bit of shading in places. And then I'm going to bring in a dark. Now this set has a black in it, but I don't necessarily like black when I'm working with watercolor, or any medium for that matter, pretty much. Sometimes I do with my ink when I'm making papers, but yeah, I'm not really a fan of black. It's just such a dead color, and I'm just not a fan of it usually. So I'm going to see what kind of dark I want to use. Let's see. Maybe I'll mix the black and that one together. This is a dark, like sepia brown, but it's and then maybe I'll mix the black with that. Yeah, let's see that. Let's mix the brown and the black together in with a little bit of the blue, maybe, and we'll get like a neutral tint kind of thing. You always play with your colors. Figure out what you like in terms of your shadow colors. I like mixing dark neutrals in with my page colors to get a dark. So that's a good tip for you, that you can get a nice shadow color with the colors. And it will go with your page because you've used that color already. You're just darkening up that color. You're not introducing really a new color. You've already put that color into your painting. So if you're just darkening it up, you're already using that color. Now let's see if I like this mix, or if I need to add something to it. That's good. I think it needs a little bit more blue, and I'm going to need more paint for sure. So put some more paint in there. brown, put a little bit more of that in there. Okay, and then a little bit of the black, just to darken it up. All right, see what that gets us in terms of a true dark for this page. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, it's needs a little bit more black, I think. Just a little bit. Go easy with the black. Bring it in slowly, because you don't want to overdo it, because black can be very powerful. May not always be your friend. Do I got a hair there? I do. Okay. Oh, that looks good. I think I don't know if I really like it just yet. Let's try a little bit more of this. And I'd rather overmix than undermix, because it's hard to get back to that color once you've mixed it. Make sure that you mix enough to paint whatever it is you're painting, because you'll never mix that same strength again. You'll get close, but you know. So it's always good to overmix than undermix. Okay, let's start there. I kind of like that. All right. Do I want to? Yeah, let's spray a little bit. Let's just see what happens. If I want to spray or dab water in, I don't know. I'm recording. Okay. In here, bring in a little bit here. Let it just there we go. Just giving it a little bit of shadow in places. And you can do the whole edging. I like to just break it up and to do little bits of it in areas along my edges to frame my pages. I don't like to do everywhere. Some pages I have, and some of my streams you can see, but for the most part, I like to just go around and put in little bits, my corners and some of my edges. again, I'm just kind of dabbing it, letting it kind of be organic. I like that best. Let's put a little bit more black in there. You know what, I'm going to do a separate that of black. So if I want real dark, like I want real dark up here in this corner, or darker than I have it. Okay, let's go back to this. Okay. Go. I'm just kind of, again, I'm just dabbing, letting the, you know, paint flow kind of where it wants to do. There we go. Yep, 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 yep. Okay. Okay, there we go. I feel like I'm very quiet in this video. If I'm being too quiet, let me know, and I'll speak up, or I'll speak at all. I don't feel like I'm talking all that much. I'm probably not. I don't know if I have much to say. It's kind of early in the morning right now for me, and I'm not really a morning person. I mean, it's, you know, 11:15 on a Saturday. I'm be prepping for my live stream in a minute, but I guess I'm just not awake yet. All right, let's do that. And then I'm just, again, I'm going to just put a little bit over in this corner here to round it out. Maybe put a little bit here. Go around the grill maybe a little bit. This grayish color, this grayish blue, not too much. Just a little bit to kind of, you know, play a little bit with my color. It's really just playing, and you know, this isn't a painting per se. This is just you playing in your journal, experimenting with your medium, whether it's watercolor or inks or you know, whatever that you're working with or that you want to explore. That's what this is for. Okay, so don't be afraid to experiment. That's what your journal is for. You know, it's for experimentation. It's for journaling if you want to journal. That's my grandkids having fun in their bedroom. Okay, so I think I like that. Oh, we do need to get my brush really dab it off a line. I don't want it really wet. But I am going to get up some of this gray. I want it to be not loose, less water. And just kind of, let me get up some of this, maybe some of this. Just, there we go. shadow here. And especially if you're working with watercolors, it's good to explore in your journal because it's going to help you learn paint consistency that you like to work with. It's going to help you learn which way you like to paint, whether it's loose or tight or, you know, uh, yeah, you know, it's going to help you learn what kind of medium you like to work with because maybe, you know, maybe you chose acrylics and then you find out you don't like acrylics or something like that, you know. So explore in your journal, get out your leftover paper bits from a project that you did, or, you know, get out some paper and make some painty papers, you know, and let's give it a go, you know. Okay, I'm just kind of playing here, not really caring. Again, that's what my journal is for. So making sure that I like all the spots that are happening. Some not so much, others I do. All right, so there you go. Yeah, I don't usually put quotes or anything in my journal. I just like to, you know, I like to play and play with texture and colors. So yeah, I am happy with that. This will dry, and then yeah, I'm gonna edit the video and get it scheduled up there. I don't know what day it's gonna go up or what time you'll see it, but I hope you give it a go, and then I'll see you next week for another, you know, leftovers project or journal page or something. Yeah, last week's leftovers. How about that? See, so you can take little bits of something and make them into something. Right? So yeah, don't be afraid to give it a go. And if you guys, like I said, if you know, will, you know, watch a commercial or two, give me the thumbs up or thumbs down, share my videos, that kind of helps my channel. If you want to see something, put it in the comments or email me or put it on my Facebook. You know, if you want to see me use certain products or that, don't be afraid to reach out and, you know, give me a challenge, okay? So that's it for this page. I'm going to fix that. I just seen that. I didn't like that. Yeah, I think I like it, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. So I will see you guys in the next video or in the next live. I love you all. Thanks for supporting my channel, and I will see you guys later. Bye.